Hello, dear fashion enthusiasts. It's Johanna from Brandibay Fashion, delighted to welcome you to a new video full of elegance and style. Today, we dive into the fascinating world of the Valentino Fall-Winter 2023 to 2024 show at Paris Fashion Week. Kaia Gerber made a sensation with her triumphant return to the runway by opening this memorable show in Chantilly. For the upcoming season, Valentino pushes the boundaries of design with maximalist minimalism, highlighting a liberated expression of bodies. The luxury and status often associated with haute couture and sumptuous homes are questioned here as the house redefines classical codes. The choice of the majestic Chantilly estate, a vast fortress spanning 115 hectares, is not accidental. Pierpaolo Piccioli, Valentino's visionary creative director, draws his inspiration from this historic building. His collection titled Château is not merely an architectural reference, but a metaphorical idea. It is a symbolic space, detached from geographic or temporal constraints, serving as a canvas for a bold reinterpretation of life. This show aims to be an open and welcoming ground for all, transcending traditional barriers and offering a new perspective on elegance and inclusivity. I loved how Valentino managed to captivate our imagination with such an innovative vision. Imagine yourself transported to a space steeped in past stories, a place where every corner whispers memories, and there, amidst this emotionally charged scene, appears Kaia Gerber. Like a breath of elegant simplicity, she perfectly embodies what is known as quiet luxury. This minimalist trend, focusing on essentials without unnecessary embellishments, finds in Kaia an ideal ambassador. Leading the runway, the young rising star and daughter of the legendary Cindy Crawford makes a sensation. She seems to float on the ambient music, each step resonating with grace and assurance. Her outfit, a pure demonstration of the art of minimalism, an impeccable white shirt, slightly open for a relaxed yet chic effect, low-rise jeans that fall nonchalantly, and flat shoes that add a touch of sophisticated comfort. One cannot help but think of the timeless elegance her mother represented in the 90s. Yet Kaia brings a refreshing modernity to this refined aesthetic. It is a true lesson in style, how to combine simplicity and sophistication without ever sacrificing comfort or authenticity. This Valentino show reminds us that sometimes less is more. In a world where excess is often celebrated, this return to basics is like a breath of fresh air. A return to roots orchestrated with brilliance by the creator, who chooses to place humanity at the heart of his collection. This season, far from the usual exuberance, Valentino invites us to rediscover the essential beauty of streamlined pieces. The garments, true masterpieces of minimalism, are adorned with subtle and delicate stitching. The work on materials is a tribute to lightness, airy drapes that seem to float around the body, like delicate veils caressing the skin. The shoes also deserve a special mention. Flat and comfortable, they follow the natural movement of the body with unmatched elegance. It's as if they dance to the rhythm of each step, expressing the unique emotion of every silhouette. Imagine walking in these marvels that combine style and comfort without compromising either. Attending this show, one cannot help but think that each model tells a unique story. The creator offers us a vision where individuality is magnified by bold, yet so understated, stylistic choices. Imagine for a moment, denim, that material we all know so well, spectacularly transformed. Forget the rigid and raw fabric. Valentino offers us a version as fluid as it is daring, where each piece seems to be delicately woven with shimmering pearls. A true optical illusion that captivates the attention of the guests present. This is not simply a question of fashion, but a profound reflection on our relationship with clothing. The bold choice to reinvent denim with an artistic approach raises questions about our perception of beauty and equality. In a world where every day is an opportunity to celebrate these values, Valentino reminds us that fashion can be a powerful vehicle for messages. Attending this show feels like witnessing a harmonious dance between tradition and modernity. The creations seem to tell a story, where each seam whispers an ode to freedom and innovation. It is as if Valentino has taken a magical brush to redesign our wardrobe with touches of brilliance and poetry. As one gazes at the silhouettes parading on the runway, one cannot help but think of the inspiring transformations in fairy tales. These are the magical moments that remind us how much fashion is a living art, capable of awakening unexpected emotions within us. Imagine entering a majestic castle where every room is a marvel. This is exactly the impression this collection gives. The long draped dresses float like dreamy clouds, gracefully and elegantly brushing the floor. Each fold, each movement seems to tell a story, much like the pages of an ancient book filled with mysteries and legends. The tops with precise cuts resemble works of art sculpted with incredible meticulousness. One might almost think they were crafted by jeweler artisans, so astounding is their finesse. And what about the low-rise jeans that bring a modern and bold touch to this ensemble? They are the perfect embodiment of chic, casual style, suitable for both a relaxed afternoon and an evening event. The majestic two-tone cape is undoubtedly one of the centerpiece pieces of this show. It wraps around the body like a warm embrace, a whispered secret between two intimate friends. Its presence is such that it commands respect and admiration, reminiscent of the royal capes of yesteryear, worn by sovereigns. The jeweled pieces add that essential finishing touch, like stars illuminating a night sky. They captivate the eye and add an almost magical dimension to each silhouette. Thank you all for following me for this review. Did you enjoy this analysis? If so, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I invite you to do so. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, share your impressions, and comment on your favorite pieces from the show. Enjoy watching what's next. And as we say in the fashion world, the show must go on. Goodbye, and always keep an eye on elegance.